everyone, it's Carry Pops and welcome to my second video on my Devil May Cry 5 Cosplay tutorial series for the Dante outfit. Now this video is going to be covering the details that I did on the coat. Doing this part was a learning experience because I struggled twice as I should have. Because when I was doing the details, I'll tell you guys in the video, when I was doing the details, I was like, I should have worked smarter and done it separately and then put the coat together. So that's a learning experience from my part, and that's a learning experience from you guys as well. Now I'm gonna be teaching you as well. Sorry. And yeah, that's basically it. This covers the intro of this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Any comment, questions regarding this cosplay or any other cosplays you guys have in general, you guys can put them down below. I'll answer them as quick as possible as I can. And I also love responding back. I also love responding comments back to you guys. So enjoy the video. Alright guys, so new video, new tutorial. As you guys can see, what I'm doing is I'm working on the coat details for Dante. Dante has a lot of subtle details that you don't see unless you get really close. So when I saw those details in game, I was like, I have to get this as close as possible and as accurate as possible. Because when they make the patterns were not, well, they were accurate, but once you get the game and you see the models in the game, a whole new details pop up. So what I'm doing is right now I'm working on the arm pieces for his jacket, for the sleeves. So what I did is I took the pieces of fabric that I traced, and then I also traced it in felt. The felt basically helps me to give it a thickness that I want, and then I can also do top stitching on it, because back then I used to use a lot of craft foam for my fabric pieces, and I couldn't do no like top stitching or any sewing or any kind, and it would suck because I wanted to do so many sewing details, but I couldn't. So I just have to live with it. But with this one, I can do top stitching. I can just sew it and put fabric, a layer of felt or a layer of quilting fabric in between, so it can give me some added thickness, which I wanted. So you guys can see here, I'm working actually on the shoulder piece that Dante has. He has like two shoulder flaps on each side, and it has top stitching on it. So you guys can see here, I cut away the extra piece of quilting fabric, but I actually cut it where I sewed it, and I was very upset. And then you guys are gonna see here, I'm gonna be doing some really quick top stitching on the outfit in general. So he's, super happy with all my top stitching stuff. You guys are gonna see me doing a lot of top stitching. I'm also gonna be describing how I did it and what's a better way to do it. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video guys. I'm gonna be talking here and there, explaining everything. For this part, since Dante has like a skull detail on the back of his jacket, what I wanted to do is I wanted that to be layered, so it can look like it has like 2 to 3 layers of fabric, and you can build that upon. So of course I'm always gonna be using my fabric tape, and that's never a miss. I'm always using my fabric tape for details like this, and then I go around and sew it. So after I put all the fabric tape in it, I carefully remove it, because if you remove it with a lot of force, the tape is just gonna rip apart, and you're gonna have to start all over again. And trust me, I've done that, and it's just a pain. It's annoying. So you have to be as careful as you can. So you guys can see here, I'm actually layering it and putting it as flat as I can, and then I went around with the sewing machine, folding it over. My dog is walking in. Come here. Come here. There you go. Sorry guys. And then you fold it over. And I folded it over, and basically I sewed all the edges like flat, so you see no fabric just going around. It came out really good, and it came out pretty badass. Okay, so right here what I'm doing also as well, since I mentioned that Dante has a lot of top stitching or extra fabric that looks layered, that's what I did, because my pattern wasn't gonna be helping me enough. So what I decided to do is I basically decided to, in a sense, trace my own way of doing it. So you guys can see here, I'm using I guess a compass thing, or like a thing that you use to create circles and whatnot. So that's basically what I did. So I can get like accurate circles and whatnot, and then after that, later after that, I freehanded it. So you guys are gonna see me doing a lot of drawing on top of the jacket itself with the fabric paper that I have, because this fabric paper you can see through a lot of you can see through the fabric and mark where you want it to be. So that's what I did. Yeah, you guys are seeing me. I'm cutting the extra fabric, and then after that I cut it also with the felt. But if you guys also as well want the material list, I'm gonna be putting the material list down below as an Amazon list, and don't worry guys, I get no revenue whatsoever if you guys click on an Amazon link. And this is basically gonna be showing you the materials that I use to create this Dante cosplay in general. So yeah, here I am. I'm gonna be sewing everything together. Like I said, you guys are gonna be seeing me draw a lot on top of the fabric, and then doing the top stitching on the coat itself. And I'm gonna be explaining the good way and the bad way of doing top stitching on a jacket. So enjoy the video. I'm gonna be talking again pretty soon. And yeah, just enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Any questions or comments, please put them down below, and I'll get to them as quick as I can. Here I'm creating the straps for the back detail, for the back skulls that Dante has. I don't know what to call it, so I just call it like a little backpack skull, but it's not really a backpack. So yeah, what I'm doing, because Dante has it strapped, like with his jacket, he has like strap details in it. He has like strap, and then he has the I want to say the hexagon. He has a hexagon, and then in the middle he has a skull detail. So I did that. I traced it out in fabric. I eyeballed it because I have a ruler. I eyeball a lot of stuff, so I know what I'm doing half the time, and half the time I really don't know what I'm doing. So I just go along with it. So I did this strapping. So I did straps, and then after that I folded it over with the quilt bait. And it's not quilt bait. It's actually white felt. It's white felt fabric, which white felt is amazing. I love using felt in general. It's crazy, you know, what you can do with felt. And yeah, I created the straps with it, and then after that, I think it shows. I think this video shows me using the metal, not the metal hook, but like a metal D-ring, and I put it to the strap, and then I sew it together. I think it shows me doing that. Hopefully, yes, I think it does. So yeah, I'm basically creating the straps for the back, for the back detail that has a skull with a hexagon shape. And later after that, I'm gonna be doing a lot more top stitching, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of more drawing. So you guys are gonna be seeing me use right now, as you guys can see, I'm using the fabric paper, and then I'm tracing where I'm gonna be drawing all the top stitching details. I'm gonna say this. If you guys are going to be doing top stitching details, do not do it when you have the jacket already made. Trust me, it is going to be painful, it is going to be time consuming, it is not going to have a good end result. Trust me, I know. It did have a good end result because I was just taking my time with it, but it's just a pain, and it sucks horrible. It sucks really bad. So, like, I'm telling you guys, just take your time with it. If you guys are doing, like right now, I'm doing a commission right now. It has a lot of top stitching details. I'm doing it piece by piece before I even put the jacket together. So I'm happy that I'm taking that route because it has a lot of embroidery details that I have to do with my sewing machine, and I don't have an embroidery sewing machine. So what I'm doing, so I basically doing it with the sewing machine as clean and as, you know, as taking my time, as much time I can do with it. And the person who commissioned it is happy. He says just take the time you need, you know, because he's gonna need it by the end of August. So I'm just super happy that the guy is understanding. So yeah, as you guys can see, I drew it, and then after that I cut it, and then you guys are gonna see me trace it in a sense. And I'm gonna be doing a lot of top stitching details. But like I said, if you guys are gonna do a lot of top stitching details, please take your time with it, and please don't do it when you have a coat already made, because it's horrible. It's not worth going through the struggle. So just please take your time with it and do it separately. Don't be like me. Be better than me in a sense for doing all this little cosplay stuff. Just that's my little rant. I'm over. Yeah, just watch me struggle for like a good couple minutes doing top stitching details, and then it's gonna have a good end result. So be better at me, guys. Alright, I'll stop talking. Enjoy the video. Here I'm basically adhering everything. As you guys already know the drill, I love using my fabric tape, I kid you not. And basically all the details that were done separately but need to be on the coat itself, I glued it with the fabric tape. And of course then I still have a lot of leftover fabric glue. So having the fabric glue and the fabric glue is basically like a double permanent bond. But with how I attached this, like the fabric piece is like it looks like a belt. I'm sorry, it looks like a belt. I like the design, but it basically looks like a belt. So you know, I can do nothing about it. So with how I attach to this, I basically use the fabric tape, and I use a lot of it. As you guys can see, I use a lot. And then after that, I removed everything, and then I put it on the jacket itself. Again, I removed it carefully because I did not want to rip this and then having to do not the fabric piece, but having to do the tape all over again. So as you can see, I basically I folded it in half, and then I took little by little, like I kid you not, little by little. And then after that, I fold it over, put it on the side, then fold the other side, and then you guys already know the drill. And by the time you're done with it, it looks like one unison piece, and I'm super happy. So here, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm doing more top stitching details. Like I said, guys, do not be like me. Don't do the top stitching like late into the coat. Do it early. It's gonna save you time and pain and a headache. Trust me. You don't want this headache that I had when I was doing the top stitching details. Don't be like me, be better when it comes to doing cosplay details. I'm telling you right now. It turned out amazing. Once I do the Dante showcase, you guys are gonna see why. Okay, here are the little D-rings that I talked about earlier in the video. So I bought these metal D-rings at Walmart, but they were silver. but Dante has a lot of gold and bronze details. But since I have like a metallic gold marker, I decided, hey, I can just paint it and it's gonna have the same result and the same effect. So I was super happy with how they came out. Granted, there were 2 little small ones and the 2 big ones, so I decided to use all the big ones, as you guys can see here. And then after that, I also, funny enough, these buttons are buttons that I wanted to use for my Devil May Cry 3 Dante cosplay, but I lost them when I was making that cosplay, and then I found them again. So it's a win-win situation because these button details are amazing. I love them. It's just like little details that basically it speaks Dante, because they're like little gold buttons, and they're like gold buttons that were silver, and I made them gold. So there were like plenty enough for the whole cosplay. And yeah, you guys are gonna see me here trace more and more and more. This is for the sleeve details. Again, like I said, don't do these details late into their costume. Do them early. It's gonna save you a lot of time. So since Dante has like zippers on his sleeves, I wanted to incorporate that and to make it as functional like he has it in the game, because Dante doesn't have his sleeves all the way down. He has them rolled up, so it worked. But like you guys are gonna see it when I'm done with the tutorial series. I'm gonna be doing an in-depth way of how I did everything, obviously, but it's not gonna be explained as much as I did here in the video. So you guys are gonna see me here sew a zipper, sew it, and then flip it over, and then I have zippers on my sleeves, and yeah, that's basically it. So once again, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna come back again to explain something else. Guys, and here are like the final details for the back strap that Dante has. So as I said, guys, as you guys can see here, I'm basically sewing on the D-rings, and then I'm putting the two of the belts together, so it can be from the back and to my chest. As you can see here, I couldn't sew it over, you know, the detail with on the D-rings on the back piece. So what I basically use, if you don't know how to do it properly, use hot glue, and I'm super happy that the hot glue still holds into place. As you guys can see here, this was like a mistake. I thought that I could use a hot glue and like rivet snaps and it will hold my piece together, but it actually didn't hold my piece together that well. So it ended up falling apart a lot. It was just a giant mess. So what I did is, I didn't record it, but I can tell you guys what I did is I took some fabric Velcro, fabric, and then I adhere it, and it worked better. So you guys can see here are the final details that I'm doing. I'm adding the zipper for the jacket. I just added for just design wise and look design, because Dante doesn't have his jacket. I don't think he's. Besides Devil May Cry 2, Dante has never had his jacket zipped up. He always has it open. But it's cool that you can still zip it up if you do get cold, because this jacket, it is pretty warm. So you guys can see here, I'm adding the gold button details on Dante's outfit, and it just works awesome. It's pretty cool how it looks like, and I'm just super happy with how the outfit looks in general. So yeah, the final details is gonna be me doing the jacket, and then I'm here gonna be showing you guys how I did the skull. So if you guys already know, the way that I did the skull is the same way that I did the skull for Rebellion. I lost my train of thought. So the same skull design that I did for Rebellion, I'm basically doing it for Dante on the back piece of his jacket. And the same painting method, and I actually discovered, I did it by accident, a painting method. So I'm gonna be talking about that a little bit later on. So you guys are gonna see me put the skull together, and then glue it, and basically paint it and seal it. So I'm gonna be talking about the sealing method that I did. It was by accident, and I was just super happy how it came out. So I'll be back real quick. If not, I'll just be quiet until it happens. So I'll be right back. Where the happy accident happened. So when I was painting this skull, I noticed that I basically did like a dry brushing technique, and as you guys can see here, it turned out pretty badass. So when I saw it, I was like, no, I have to let it be, because if I touch it anymore, it's gonna be all silver, and I just wanted to have like that metal look. And by accident, I discovered how to do this, and now since I know how to do it better, I'm basically doing everything that it requires, like dry brushing techniques, and it just looks really good. So here I am doing the final details of the back of the Dante coat. And this is basically the skull piece, and just adhering it. Later on, I went back and I used contact cement on it, and I painted it. So as you guys can see here, I'm basically using my fabric marker, so I can know where I can go paint it and make it darker. Granted, it didn't work. It looks darker when it's wet, but when it's dried up, it just looks like the regular old fabric. So I was a bit disappointed, but the subtle detail is there, and that's what basically I was going for. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, thank you guys so much for watching. All the links are gonna be down below in the description. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of me finishing my Dante coat. Next up is gonna be the shirt and the pants, the boots, and everything later on. So thank you guys so much for watching. Alright guys, so that was the end of the video. So hopefully you guys enjoy how the coat turned out, and I'm pretty happy with how the coat turned out. There's little details here and there that I have to fix on the coat itself, but that's going to be done before the convention that I'm going to be going to in a month and a half now. And so yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you guys have any comments or questions, put them down below. If you guys want to buy the patterns itself, or you guys want to commission me the outfit, I also have that down below. And also, besides the outfit and the made-to-order item for for the outfit and the patterns, I also have his sword and the guns up for sale as well on my Etsy store. Both patterns and the made-to-order items are available on my Etsy store, and plus a bunch of other Devil May Cry 5 cosplay patterns that I have on my store. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, any comments, questions, or interested in commissions, you guys can message me through my Etsy or through my Instagram. All the links are gonna be down below in the description, so you guys can find them. So this has been K Props. Thank you guys so much for watching this video.